Peace, peace. Salute, salute, salute. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. The divine mind knows, the divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power. Salute, salute, salute. Let me send out my invites right now. You know, we're going to get everybody on and engaged, you know, and we're going to do what we came to do. All right? Peace and power, everybody. How you doing? Peace and power. Salute, salute. Salute, salute. What's good, everybody? What's good? Again, everybody welcome. All right? Yes, questions, answers. You dig? And now as we wait for the young comrades, as y'all can see, this is Instagram's view. All right? And to keep it honest, we all know that these platforms, these apps, these web pages or sites, or social media frames are owned by the same individuals, but it actually is different. Is a different space, and we can do what we do as much as we're allowed to do because it is needed.
Peace.
Oh, peace! Look.
They let me on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, look at the king.
They let me on.
What's up?
Peace, peace.
What's
Feel like
good?
I ain't see you in a couple of years. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm saying.
Feel like I ain't see you in a few years, man.
Yeah, I know. But that's how time moves, right? When these
Yeah,
events take place. You did?
that's true.
It feels like,
Yeah, yeah.
wow, you know?
It does. It does.
And
Yeah.
how can you
Yeah.
only coming from experience, I know, and you know what it feels like being behind the malls.
No, that's what I'm talking about. You see your man. You like,
You see
oh
your
shit.
man,
Oh, yo. Yeah. You know that feeling. You know that
exactly,
feeling.
exactly, but
Oh man. Yeah.
people been pressing, you know.
Okay.
I definitely been consistent on Facebook trying to make sure the information gets out. I also been
Right.
doing my homework, and I'm definitely watching IG and all the theatrics, all the
Right.
trick
Right.
knowledge, all the players that been playing.
Right.
So it's time for
Mm-hmm.
us to do what we do, right? Allow these people
Absolutely.
to see how we build with each other. And I'm sure you got a lot of questions because you all the way in the BX, I'm in Brooklyn, and we need to set this
Right.
thing straight.
I see they just did a curfew, right? They just they announced it earlier. What's that 11 p.m. to 5 or something?
Yeah. Well, as
Well,
I explained on my IG live last night on Facebook,
right.
now it's time for the payback. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All that little shit they was doing, it was cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of these law enforcement agencies throughout the nation were giving stand down orders. You understand?
Yeah, I said the same thing to myself
Yeah,
because I was like, yo, they
yeah.
let them go crazy for like 2 days, man. 2, 3 days.
Well, they
Just
still
I was like,
up until a few hours ago, they was in Brooklyn still
yeah.
protesting in Crown Heights, working
Mm,
their way to Bed-Stuy. Or
yeah.
rather
They uptown
from
too. Yeah.
downtown from Bed-Stuy, working their way up through Crown Heights. But again, people are not keying in on how easy this has been and keying in on
Right.
the other aspects of agencies and agents that are in the mix of this. Because if it
Right.
was just
Right.
our people, if it was just blind rage, if it was just
Mm-hmm.
our youngins, our folk, it would have been
Mm-hmm.
smashed out a long time ago.
Long time
You
ago.
understand?
Long time ago. Yeah.
So there are other factors in Tifa and Black Lives Matter and socialist
Hmm.
groups. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A
Right.
few Aryan groups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's getting a wreck off. So it's not
Yes.
just us
Now
out there.
it always happens that way, and then it turns into something else, and we never get the benefits from it. It's like
No,
we just catch wreck for nothing.
right.
We just, you know what I'm saying?
Because again, it's not organized from its inception and there's no true
Right.
leadership. So they are
Mm-hmm.
able to take pockets, they are able to gain momentum, right? And not be
Right.
responsible for the after effects. So they can get their
Right.
shit off. They can utilize this time to see if their training is effective. And then
Got you.
when they
Yeah.
back off,
Yeah.
the niggas get the repression. They the
Oh
ones who
yeah.
get
The
murdered. Cause
backlash, some type of
from what I'm
way. Yeah.
understanding, somebody just sent me a message from, I believe they just killed another brother in Louisiana. And one of these,
I seen that. Yeah, I just seen it on the gram. I seen it on the
right?
gram.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
This is what takes place when you have confusion, chaos, and rioting. You understand? If it's
Mm-hmm.
not controlled, if it's not leadership in front of it, anybody
Yeah,
could
the
get in
sister
the
said they
mix,
did yesterday.
right? Just like when we used to
Right.
go to Union Square, Latin Quarters, right? And somebody's going to get
Mm-hmm.
somebody chained. You know, if I can remember one time, um, and you know, not to throw no shade on him, but God bless him and may he rest in peace. Heavy
Right.
D was on the stage at Union Square, so
Okay.
dudes
Heavy D,
jumped
God bless
up
the dead.
to snatch his
Mm-hmm.
chain. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
To try to pull him off the stage. And
Mm.
then we had some, little bird dudes on the side trying
Mm-hmm.
to cut him. You know what I'm saying? But we peeped it.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
we peeped it
Yeah, yeah.
and put the brakes on. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? We kind
True,
of,
true,
put the
true.
brakes on.
Yeah.
And you ain't even built like that. So of course we handled them on the way home. But this
Mm-hmm.
is what's happening. And you can see from
Gotcha.
specific videos that you have some, and most of them are sisters. You got some solid sisters that step to them and
Yeah.
say, yo, what y'all doing? We gonna get
Right.
blamed for that. We gonna get killed for that. And y'all out here doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? They was able to
Yeah.
catch it. But there's going to be pockets that you're not going to be able to catch and you're not going to see.
Right.
So they got their shit off
Absolutely.
in the midst of all this. And then they going back undetected, not worrying about arrest,
Undetected.
not
Yeah.
having anybody coming through their neighborhoods, you know what I'm saying, in
Looking
the
for
wee
them.
hours
Yeah.
of the night, doing
Mm-hmm.
more no knock,
Knocking on door. Yeah.
no
Warrants and
warrant,
grabbing niggas out their beds,
right.
taking them into
And
slavery and all of
you
that.
see what I'm saying? So this is
Mm-hmm.
what's taking place, right? And
Right.
like Gotti said, they paid, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They paid. So now, um, I'm saying I'm getting all the reports. North Carolina,
Yeah.
they done enacted the regular army because they done turned it
Wow.
up so much out there that they got through the National Guard. And when you
Mm.
enact the regular army, they bullets is real. They ain't
Right.
shooting blanks. Mind you,
Mm-hmm.
the National Guard is armed, but the regular army, when you talking about the 81st, 82nd Airborne Division, right?
Right.
Coming out of Fayetteville, right? Fort Bragg, and on their
Mm-hmm.
home state turf, going into the communities to settle and quell things, it's going to get
Yeah.
ugly.
Yo, yo, OG, not to cut your wisdom, you ever hear this helicopter
I hear it all the time.
around
All the time.
around the same time? You probably can't hear it now, but I just want to yeah, that shit come for and hover for a little bit and then
Listen,
it break out around the same time, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
and it will be here about 10:30. It'll hit Brooklyn
Wow.
about 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
This is surveillance. This is
Mm-hmm.
surveillance. This is also intelligence gathering. This is also
Mm-hmm.
blocking internet and Wi-Fi access
Right.
to certain areas, this is what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So while it comes
Right.
through, you understand what I'm saying? It's going to make its
Yeah.
round. You will hear it at one time up there, and we'll
Then
hear it
you'll
down
hear it
here.
at
And
another
then
time.
after we hear the helicopter, at about
Mm-hmm.
1:45, we get the
Yeah.
small engine planes coming through.
I know exactly what you mean. It woke me up one day. I was like, yo, I was like, why? Then I timed it.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely right, man.
Definitely. Listen, when you keen to it, you pick
Mm-hmm.
up on it. And when you have studied
Yeah.
it and see that they're implementing their tactics and strategies that they
Right.
utilized in Vietnam, that they utilized in Grenada, that they utilized in Panama, that they utilized in
Mm-hmm.
Libya and in Liberia, you dig what I'm saying?
Right.
These are the same strategies and tactics that they're using now in Brooklyn, in Tennessee,
Mm-hmm.
in Oakland. You dig what I'm saying? In
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota. You understand what I'm saying? So it's more to just wilding out. See, that's what everybody
Yes.
hope. That's what everybody dream is. Everybody dream is why we just don't wild out. Why we just don't do this. You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But first,
Yeah.
study.
Facts.
War is study. Y'all study everything else. Y'all study the dance. Everybody study how to do the shiggy and how to do all this other
Right.
bullshit. Y'all study that shit hard. Y'all study the
Mm-hmm.
hip hop lyrics. Y'all study that shit hard. Y'all study how
Right.
Beyonce make a little butt cheek go up and down. Y'all study all that. But when it comes to people
Yeah.
warfare, y'all don't want to study.
Don't want no parts of
They
it.
don't want no parts of it. And this is the
Yeah.
most important thing to study because we are always under the conditions of war.
Right. But we quick to go at each other though. You know what I'm saying?
And even that, in this confusion, had
Right.
the brakes put on it for a little bit because on my end, these youngers still was popping each other and popping at each other. You dig what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because you just gonna get that. There's just sheer ignorance in the
Yeah,
mix
yeah.
of
That's
all of
what's gonna
this.
happen. Yeah.
Somebody gonna
But it
find their
slowed down.
time.
It slowed down somewhat.
They're gonna find their time to get wrecked.
Yeah.
Or to see who they consider a bandit. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We have a
Yes.
lot of cleaning to do. But now
We
is
do.
the payback time. So are people going to
Right.
need instruction on how to move?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's the main thing.
Absolutely.
How do you move? Where do we go from here?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And it's difficult because now it's an international move. I just seen a film from New Zealand. They out there. You dig what I'm saying? This thing
Wow.
has been a catalyst for movement. This has been a catalyst
Now
for
I
an
seen
awakening.
the Amish. I seen the
The
Amish. I was
Amish.
like, oh
How you get
shit.
them mad? How
Yeah.
you get the
I said,
Amish
yo,
mad?
somebody on IG said, how the hell you even get them out the damn house,
Right.
man? You
How
know
they
what I'm
even
saying?
find out?
I think I seen the IG with the monks. The monks was in a circle, and I was like, damn.
Exactly. But now, again, we are going to take the L on it because we don't
Mm,
have organization and we don't have leadership. You need somebody that's going to be
right,
responsible for the moves that you're making.
right.
You have to have that.
Yeah.
Leadership is
Right
what
now
it
it's
is.
just like freestyle. Right now it's just like
Right.
freestyle.
And what happens in freestyle? Anything goes. Right?
Yeah.
There could be no winner. There could be no loser because there's no judges. There's nobody claiming
Hmm.
responsibility. There's nobody setting standards. So without
Right.
true leadership, you're going to take the L. Because now,
Hmm.
like I said, it's the payback now. Now it's time for the charging orders to change. You
Right.
dig what I'm saying? And now it's not going to be these little
Yeah.
simple slaps, these little simples, oh, we going to back up. No.
Hmm.
Now somebody has to pay for all that damage, right? Because
That's
they
right.
was already locked. We was already under pandemic lockdown conditions and they was losing money. Now you done
Hmm.
destroyed property and you lost more money, right? More
More
jobs.
money. Yeah.
You dig what I'm
That you
saying?
got to pay.
More
Yep.
income. So there has to be a payback. The quickest payback is to get more people behind bars because that is money that is guaranteed for the system.
Right.
That is unquestioned tax dollars that's always allotted. It's always
Yeah.
allocated to the states. It's always money for the prisons, and it's always money for the military and policing. So they need to get that
Yeah.
money back, right? They need to keep
Yep.
that shit moving. The rest of the task is to continue to destroy the prestige of these people being all powerful. That's why the rioting is good, because it awakens people to see that these people can take an L.
Right. They human and they not God. They not
Exactly.
God.
That's why when
Yeah.
people chastise, you can't chastise them for rioting.
Yeah.
You see
No.
what I'm saying? That's a stage. That's a process of the individual saying, I am
They like fuck
here.
it. They tired. They burnt. They making
Right.
their presence felt. And I think, in a sense, I think they all look like they look at that shit a part of the establishment too.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? The high design. Yo, fuck y'all too.
Right.
Y'all part of.
Right.
You know, in some type of way, enslaving people financially, whatever it is. The
Right.
credit card companies enslaving people with digital money. They
Definitely.
just like fuck it. So that I understood where they was coming
Right.
from.
You understand them. You understand them, but as someone who is awake, someone who's aware, you also
Right.
have to further educate them and say, okay, y'all did all this, but for what?
Yeah, now move. Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
the
don't
ask
keep.
for?
Yeah.
Right? You
Right.
didn't ask for anything.
What's the request? What's the,
Nothing.
yeah.
You coming to the table, right? But you coming to the table from the point of already throwing a blow. So you went ahead of the rules of engagement. You dig what I'm saying? So you got
Right.
you now have to prepare for the get back. This is the payback that's coming.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
Because now
concept,
where
yeah.
are our
The
leaders?
payback.
Right? We're the leaders who are supposed to be responsible.
Yeah.
Right? Because you gotta be somebody.
We got T.I., you got T.I. out there or something,
Who?
and yeah.
Who?
No, that's what I'm saying. They got these people out there just throwing them out there, and I'm like, wow.
Listen, these people gonna get slapped up when they get behind them boardrooms, and they're gonna come up out of there with a message of kumbaya, stop, be good, slow down. You know what I'm saying? Just
No,
like
because I've seen,
we got two of them right now from
yeah,
Brooklyn, who I know personally, out
yeah.
there with George's younger brother talking about peace, y'all. He didn't want that,
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
Now I was
yeah.
wondering why they was
But look
going
how the
out
cop
there.
rocked them to sleep. Look how the cop start fake crying and all of that, talking about, oh, that could have, what he said, that could have been me,
Yeah.
or that could have, come on, man, get the
Listen,
fuck out of here.
Listen,
I would have told that cop, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Come on, man.
and they're able to do it because of the leadership. There's no
Yeah.
leadership there, right? And those who are prepared or who are well adept at leading
Right.
are not being recognized, right? Because
True.
they're not
You're
pretty.
right.
They're not pretty enough. They didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't spend enough money on their IG page to make it a business page.
Right.
They didn't spend to make their Facebook page a public entity. So you don't fit the image, right, of what it looks like to lead. You don't have enough followers, so people have the perception of you just rambling.
Right. Or you're nobody or something.
And then the leadership falls back. They're like, well, fuck it, I'm out of here. You did?
Right.
You know, so now the babies is going, who going to feel the effects of the payback?
Yeah.
Right?
You're right.
Those who
The little
still on the
shorties,
street.
the little shorties and all that. Yeah.
Right? The Don Moves. Right?
They're going to take their frustration out on them.
The Crips. Woo. Show. Right? The folks.
Right.
The Latin Kings, the Netas, MS. All of them is going to be wrecked. You know? They coming for them. And why? Because they have not been politicized, and they were not as active during all this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They fell back. They know
they fell back.
They know they got hammers, so they're not gonna be out
Right.
there bullshitting in no protest march. So they
Yeah,
gonna
you're
fall
throwing
back.
rocks and
They know
bottles.
they got bandits, so they ain't trying to run into no bandits out there protesting and looting for some dumb shit. So they haven't been active, but they're going to be the first ones to get swept up in the repression.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So this is the danger of having mindless rioting without leadership. There's going to be a lot of casualties that come from it. You dig? So all these smart dudes, all these dudes that's talking about a lot of shit over the past 2 years, they know where to be found. They still quiet, or they dancing around the issue using language that is not insightful, right? To try to fall back from their responsibilities. I'm watching them. I see them. Every time they come on live, I jump right in their fucking live feed and watch and listen.
No doubt.
And they still bullshitting.
Right.
Because they don't want that responsibility. So if they don't want that responsibility, they need to lose them followers. They need to lose the prestige. They need people to stop logging in to their bullshit.
Right.
And that's all of them. I don't care if you name any one of them. I'm telling you, I've been watching them for the past 6 months. And they ain't been saying shit.
Nope.
Or they themselves have become news anchors. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Getting news
I heard a couple of them.
They get news from the Associated Press and put it on their platform.
Or MediaTakeout.com and then bring it to their page. That's what you're right. That's what they become. And I see a lot of them now. They talking about they ready to go back to the trap.
Because they
so
can't
ready
get
to go back and
you
kill
can't
your
get
people.
No bread. You can't get no bread speaking truth.
Yeah.
You can't.
But they don't think about getting a regular job. They going back to sell crack. I think it was Little Baby or one of them dudes said it like, yo, he ready to go back to the hood. I said, what?
Oh, I ain't even talking about them. Because they not even on our level. Them little rap dudes and celebs and all. No, I'm talking about them woke conscious folk that was talking all that hoorah shit. We need the war and ain't said shit yet in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
I've seen them arguing with each other. I've seen them trying to discredit each other. I've seen them do all that shit, but talk to the youngins and give them proper instruction on how to do this shit, how to move forward, to give them purpose. Again, I said you have to have purpose when you come out your door, because your purpose is what allows you to set goals.
Right.
You got purpose and you set goals, you create movement. Purpose, goals, movement, and movement allows you to build a cause. Right now, they have no cause. If Whitey sat them down at the table, they would ask them, what do you want? And they wouldn't be able to answer them. Right? Yeah. This is what I said last night. And today, who said it? The governor, Cuomo. He said it today. What do y'all want? Right. Ain't nobody asking for nothing. Y'all just tearing shit up. I said this shit last night.
And they know this.
2 weeks
they know
before and 6 months before that. What do you want? Because if the call is for them to stop killing us, then you don't really need them to do that. Right. Because you could create the conditions yourself where you don't have to ask them to do that. Because you will move out the way and it won't be accessible for them to do it. You don't even need them to that. So you don't have to ask them that. Oh, stop killing us. I can't breathe. That's not an ask for. No. It's not an ask for. Not for them. You know why? Because they don't have the brain to facilitate that. They don't have the faculties up here to give you that because they've been doing it since the Roman Empire.
That is almost natural to them. It's like a second nature. Yeah. It's natural. They don't really see nothing too much wrong with it.
Just like when the roach is crawling on your floor, you stomp on the roach. That's how they think
Yeah.
of black people.
That's how they look at
So
it.
you
Yes.
can't
Yeah.
even say we're going to ask them for that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's no ask for that. You don't need them to do that. You need to make
Yeah.
sure within yourself that you don't become a
Yeah.
victim of that. So you don't have to ask them
Right.
for that. So what are you tearing shit up for? What is the
Yeah.
ask for? It ain't for
Yeah, because they know that
reparations because you don't need
yeah.
reparations from them. You can
Mm-hmm.
create your own reparations. You dig what
Right.
I'm saying? You can
Mm-hmm.
take your own. So we don't need them for nothing. So what's the ask for? The leadership has to be the one to get beside these youngins and facilitate their energy, not douse it. Let them keep that
That's
fire,
true.
but harness it and give it direction at specific targets, creating
That's real. That's real.
momentum for your
Not
movement.
not just have the fire just running wild all through the forest, have it in order.
Gotta be
Because
in
right now
order.
they're just running wild. They're running wild.
Gotta be in order. You dig?
Yeah. You got some good dialogue in the comment section. One person says, "Stop begging from your enemy." Yeah, they got some good talk down here. But that's true because they know what they're doing is wrong. They know what they're doing. But like you said, it's so natural to them. I remember one brother said to them, "It's like when you walk across the park." And you don't care about the whatever you kill, like the bugs or whatever in the grass. He said that's how they look at it. They don't have, the conscience is not there where they feel like hey, it don't bother them really.
Right, because we don't have the same DNA.
Right.
We just don't. We don't. They some other shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's real deal.
And you got these dudes that could break it down. You understand what I'm saying? You got
genetically and all of that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm saying all that's fine and good. And you have people that could come from a spiritual aspect. Right?
But then you got common sense that tells you something is wrong.
But
something
this
is wrong.
Right here is a war of the flesh.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Now you could go over there and you could be Professor X all you want. But if you ain't got Wolverine tearing some shit up, y'all losing the war. That's just straight up.
I agree.
So all these Professor X's need to get their study game on. Because they don't have it down. They don't.
No.
They don't. They ain't been studying. They haven't been. They haven't been. And now they're utilizing what they learned, what they took the time to study, and now they want you to buy it.
Oh yeah, they want to sell it to you.
They want to sell it to you.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? This is what's going on. So when I look on their page and I peep it, oh hi, how you doing? I see the bullshit. And they come on my page and they see it, and then they go and snatch some of that shit, and then they try to articulate it, right, on some other shit. I peep them all.
Yeah.
I tell you, major formats. They be on me on a regular basis, and I just laugh and giggle. You know what I'm saying? Because my shit is for real, for real. I'm not playing no games with them. So when I peep on their page and see that, oh, MSNBC is paying you. Oh, you rocking with the police now. Oh, you got political aspirations. I see them.
All of that, yeah. You peep it out.
All of them. I don't care who it is. Tariq Nasheed, Boyce Watkins, all of them. I see them. I see these dudes. I see them. They think I don't know. But this is technology, baby. I see you just like you see me on every format.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? But they don't have it. They don't have it. And they mad. They don't have it. They don't have it. Crazy. What Eddie Kane said, you won't beat me, but you can't beat me.
That's right.
Ain't got it.
Yeah. That's a
What
fact.
was that? Can't beat me. I lived through the struggle for this shit. You want to be me? Do something, get a dime, go through it. You might come out and have a little bit of what I got, but you got to be raised in East New York.
Yes.
So keep fronting. Y'all keep following them, dude. Keep thinking they know what they talking about while they giving you bullshit and they sitting in the pool with their kids playing in the pool while everybody else is out on the street.
Yeah, they tweeting.
They tweeting, sitting in the pool.
Yeah, up in their estate somewhere.
Kids belly
covered
fat,
by trees and all of that.
in the woods somewhere.
That's how they doing it. Yep.
Sitting up with one of them cave broads, thinking it's funny. On live with them talking about, yeah, you can be rich, mama. Getting these little millennial chicks who ain't been raised nowhere. And snatching their coins. I see them. I see all of them. I see all of them, kid.
With the gimmicks.
I see all of them. Umar, Polite, Tariq, all of them. All of them. I see them. I see him.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on with the brother Umar, man? He's kind of looking a little
smoking.
Like, oh my God.
They smoking.
Somebody did say that. I'm like,
they smoking.
Because his hair, because he used to keep his hair nice and cut.
Smoking.
It's just
He's smoking.
Yeah, totally got the look.
He's smoking.
Yeah, he got the look. Yeah.
We don't have to question that. We came up through the 80s. We know what it looked like when you smoked them krills. You dig what I'm saying? And it doesn't even literally have to be smoking krills. He lost his damn mind because this is not an ego game. People ain't going to follow you just because you say follow. And that shit eats them up. That means you're not really down for the people. I don't care if I get 10 people to listen to me or 2. It don't matter because it ain't for me. It ain't for me. I'm a vessel. The universal truth has to come through somewhere.
Comes through you, yes. Ushers out of you.
I don't own the information. I just facilitate the baby so they can move in the right direction. That's it. So if 2 people listen, if 20 people listen, that's what it is.
Somebody said, is he around? I see him sometimes on the videos. Sometimes people putting clips up of him.
I'm going to
but they like joking him now.
This. When you don't see him, they suspect because they could be in a federal spot somewhere getting their mind washed. That's just plain and simple.
That's true.
You already seen how they move. You seen the federal agent they tried to lock up on the street. You didn't see the video. The cops didn't know who he was. Black dude. Put him in cuffs and all that. Then he had to bark him down when he looked in his wallet. Oh, FBI. What?
Oh no, I see that one. I see that one.
It's floating. It's getting ready to be viral.
I seen the news. I seen the newscaster. Right, they locked the newscaster up.
That was the newscaster. I'm talking about tonight or last night.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I see that one. Wow.
Dude with a red shirt. They tried to harass him. They put arms on him, put him in cuffs. Went in his wallet. He was an on-duty FBI agent.
Wow.
So don't think we not in
police off the hook.
Those agencies.
Yeah. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you don't see your Umars, you don't see your Polites on the street. I'm not talking about you hiding in the corner somewhere, taking a picture or doing a live with nobody around, and you don't see no street names. That's a trick.
Yeah.
When you don't see these dudes on a regular basis, they suspect. When nobody can account for their work, they suspect. When you don't have high school, junior high school people that could vouch for you, that watched you grow up and know that this been your stance from day one, they suspect. Don't let these dudes come from out of nowhere. The Panthers went through that and they suffered drastic numbers of losses because of that. Because somebody came with an afro and dashiki. You see what I'm saying? Talking about piece of the power when they was an agent. So don't think that these dudes today not doing that. And then every 10 minutes out of their mouth, they're telling you to donate something, to click a like and all that bullshit. These dudes be held accountable for that. If we was in Cuba, they get their head knocked off for the injustices that they doing to the people. That's plain and simple, man. If you don't see them putting in work, if you can't see them, if nobody can touch them on a daily basis, what kind of move is that? People see me all the time. In the street, gas station, in the club, anywhere.
Right.
running around,
Yeah.
talking to fathers, helping kids in school. They see
Touching the
me,
people.
but I
Yeah.
want to be seen. I ain't no
Right.
fool because it's bandits out there. They paying dudes to
True
knock dudes
indeed.
off. But if
Yeah.
you
Most
never see
definitely.
these dudes, or you only
Then
see
you
them in
gotta
a
question. You
controlled
gotta question it.
environment, they moving just like
Mm-hmm.
Bush and Trump and them. If you only see them in a controlled environment with security running around
Mm-hmm.
or forum where nobody can get to them and you don't talk to them, those are suspect. Those is
Yeah.
police.
No, you're right, because I did feel that kind of being strange that Brother Polite had security, with him back and forth on the stage. I'm like, why,
Listen, man, he
when he
already
first came out.
told you. He was
Yeah.
on live. He already said he got a publicist, he got a lawyer, he got an accountant. The fuck is
Wow. He
that?
did say
You
that.
in the system. You in the matrix. That's what you are. Fuck you mean?
Right.
A publicist and an accountant? Those are people who pay taxes. Those are people who get money from that. They in the
Mm-hmm.
system. A publicist?
Yes.
So you running around like a rap dude. And we already know the science
Basically.
behind that.
Right.
He's a police agent. He's going to be
And the
protected by the same agencies that protect Jay or protect Nas or protect T.I. You talking about you got a publicist? I've been through all that shit. I know what that shit about. Where did the
Mm-hmm.
publicist grow up? Where was the publicist schooled at? Where did the degree
Yeah.
come from?
That's crazy.
Who paid the
And I
check?
did remember one time he mentioned that he ghostwrite, or he got like a different pen name for certain things. So I don't know. He could be pumping literature out there that we don't know about. You know what I mean? These guys is
All that. If the people can't
yeah.
touch you on a regular basis, you're suspect.
Right.
Because you know what? They got people who you can touch on a regular basis who are suspect and who are definitely working for them for the other side. So if
That's
I
a whole
can't
fact.
see you, I could only imagine what you're getting washed with on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
I know for a fact that I see agents in the hood working in nonprofits, in social program services that report back to the feds. Don't think that. You think that they can continuously run us the way they do in our communities without agents reporting back any sign of dissension?
Yeah. No, it's funny because I was in the park earlier and I heard two people. One dude was saying, he was talking about the police and how they infiltrate. And one dude said they got police in the soup and the soup kitchens.
All that.
He said they got police in the soup kitchens fronting like they bums eating the soup with the bread.
All that. They've been
So
at, listen,
you're
they
right, you
got
gotta be
buildings,
mindful.
right, that are public school buildings, but they're not functioning as schools. They're actually functioning as precincts with parole and probation officers in there, and they do roll calls in there.
Wow.
And people don't know these shits is right in the hood.
Right in the hood. Wow. Deep.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you just see a whole bunch of cars parked in the parking lot and shit late night, all types of nights. And you said most people don't even think nothing. You're right.
You understand?
I would never thought that.
You have to understand how we are submerged in deep waters with police agencies around.
Right.
That's why this shit that was allowed to pop off is so suspect to me. Because every city, or what they said, 19 states, maybe 22 cities, and there was enough police out in force without the National Guard, without the postal police, without correction officers and all that. You got to account
now, the
for
police
all
just
that.
sat back. They just stood back and let them niggas just like open house, just wreck the crib.
Who gave the,
and I was like,
who gave the charging orders? Who rallied up all these kids?
Right.
We on here every day. Don't nobody hear us for shit. It's 10 people on my live.
Right.
So who the hell? What I didn't see it come across. You seen it Thursday? You seen rioting on Thursday? You seen protest Thursday coming through your screen?
Never, man. I just seen the shit on the news. Like, what the fuck?
How was it generated?
Right.
What was the movement behind it?
Yeah, and this was in multiple different places. You're right, man. 3-4
And
days they was going what 5?
now it's across the planet. Where
Mm-hmm.
I told you, London, China,
Right.
right? New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
So where was it? What was the charging
Mm-hmm.
order behind it? I'm telling you, I didn't see
Mm-hmm.
it. I didn't
Me
see it.
either.
You understand? And
Yeah.
if you want to say that because of the of how the video was shown and how it came through, bullshit. Because Philando Castile's was just as intense.
Mm-hmm.
So was Eric Garner's. Watched him choked out. You dig what I'm saying? We had very, very intense visuals already.
Facts.
So why did this one pick up the steam? You could say it was a pandemic. You could say all that shit was around it. But there were other agents that acted and motivated and got behind it.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Very
many other
suspect. You're right.
agents,
Very
and I'm
suspect.
telling you, it was government agents as well that allowed that shit to move.
Yeah.
And our people have to catch wind of that shit so they're not caught up into some dumb shit. Because now the payback comes. Y'all threw the first 3 or 4 blows, and now Tyson gets to throw his bolo. And if you're not prepared for it, you get ready to get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm talking about. And you can only get in front of it when you got true leadership.
Mm-hmm.
When you're having true conversations.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? When you actually care and love the people. Because that revolution is love inspired. You can't win this shit with hate. Because with hate, somebody could pay you off to knock off your man. With hate, somebody could be a mercenary and knock off the leadership. But when it's love inspired, you're not going to let nobody come between that. You're going to stand tall for that. This is some fake shit right now. This is some fake shit right now. But it has to happen. Because through the process of this shit, these kids are going to be awakened. Then the new leadership going to come through. Then they're going to stop looking at this bullshit, this materialism, right?
Yeah. Now some of these little white kids, man, some of them they look like they fed up too. Well, some of these they look like they fed up too, man.
Because they have
now I know some ain't really with us, but some look like, you know.
Well, they are, because in this millennial age, what they did was blur the color line. So now they got these white kids believing that they are in the struggle because they are believing that they parents don't understand them and don't really care about them and don't really want them. So they have a different dynamic, right? The struggle is different. Their struggle is one of belonging. When we came up, our struggle was trying to eat. So the white kids was already eating. They didn't have any type of empathy for us. You see what I'm saying? So every time we galvanized, they didn't understand us. Now the struggle isn't eating for anybody. Well, until this pandemic, but prior to that, these millennials was growing up together. They watching Nickelodeon together. They doing all this bullshit together. So of course they gonna get out there because they see them black kids as they friend. Right. They allowing them to do the shiggy with them. They allowing them to do all the pew 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 and all that little funny style shit with them. You see what I'm saying? So of course they looking at it different. And then remember the backstory is the brother was piping them cave broads down out there, especially that cop.
I heard too.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I heard.
You dig? So it's a whole different. It's a whole different feel for them, and they tired too because now they are hungry. Now they're seeing that the veil has been lifted off this government shit. You understand? It's been lifted so they can see it. And sometimes when truth is right in your face, you can't deny it.
Can't deny it.
Can't deny it.
Enough is enough. I think the sister had a question for you.
We're right.
Right here. The sister said she wanted more knowledge about these black media groups. She said she knows that you're educated and you have some knowledge on it.
Well, as far as anything that comes through the media, It's coming through one stream unless you're getting it from the black media. You can forget it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it unless it's an independent source. We are the media now. What you do is get with as many like-minded people as you can off of social media and allow that information to be pulled. I get my information a lot of times from overseas. You dig what I'm saying? The current state of black media, the Roland Martins and all these people on MSNBC, they get that shit. It come through the Associated Press, and then they run with it and put a spin on it. You dig what I'm saying? You trust black media when it's on the mass market. Any of that mass market shit.
What about BBC News?
I get a little from BBC.
News.
I get a little bit from Al Jazeera, you know, but I try to get a lot from the continent because they're giving you a different perspective of how they see it and where the truth is coming from. They get a different source. So it's all good. That's why I'm always building with the brothers on Facebook that I know is on the continent.
Facts.
Right? But we are our own media now. We can connect with each other. I could go to a brother that's in Haiti right now on my page and be like, yo, what's going on in Haiti? So we don't need black media that's getting paid by the corporations. They're not telling you nothing.
Facts.
Right, African Diaspora News. You know, you come on. Anybody that's paid by the corporation not going to give you what you need. The spook is over. Spook died.
Yeah, the sister said she constantly watches you. The sister.
That's my queen. That's my sister. It's my comrade. She was out there at the Barclay hard body on her 17-year-old. She ain't playing. Filled with rage and emotion. These are people who cannot sit back and not do nothing. But I want them to make sure that they're safe and doing it properly because the next phases of the shit these people not going to play. You dig?
That's true.
They're not going to play. They coming through for the payback. And again, the man on the street is going to feel the repression. Them little Don moves is going to get it. Because they're going to send these forces out in the middle, in the wee hours of the night, and go at those, because those are the true rebels. Those are true revolutionaries.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The true liberators. All them people that was running around with that shit, just look at it. Look at it. It was too organized. The formations was organized. The chants was where did you came up with that chant in 2 or 3 days? Come on, man. I work for the non-profits. I've been in the mix of protesting. I know what it is. That shit that they was practicing, and they came from out of town. So they wouldn't be recognized by NYPD. And then they send the other ones from New York to other states. You dig what I'm saying? It's a shell game, man. They played with that shit.
Yeah.
It was not them raw kids. I'm telling you, I was watching the kids in the street out the way. They was not in that mix.
Yeah.
You dig? So you got to be smarter than that. You got to move
deeper than
you got
think.
to be analytical. We got to have true leadership that knows exactly what needs to be done and give these people tangible results, tangible strategies.
Right.
You dig? That's what we at right now. And all these other clowns, move them out your way, man. Move them out your way. Move them out your way. And I dare one of them to say something slick or report my page. Because I see him, I'm going to approach him. I ain't going to play with you. I keep the box cutter for y'all little punks. I ain't even got to pull a hammer. Dudes is cowards, man. And I'm tired of them talking that shit. They be online talking reckless. I see them. I seen them calling our people the N-words and stupid and all that.
Oh, man.
And you darker than me. And you going to disparage people. You going to call them all type of bullshit. I see them. I see them.
Yeah, I was just talking to my son, just telling my son that, man. I said, all them toughies on the block, and I said, where they at, man? You know what I'm saying?
They know.
They're quiet.
They already know that they got to go inside because it's hot now.
Right.
And they know that they the main ones that's going to feel it.
Yeah.
And they gotta fall back. And they haven't conditioned themselves to become politically astute. So they trapped in the middle. They want to be down, but they still believe that they got to earn bread by being criminals. So they fell back from all of it.
Yeah.
But what's going on?
And I see a lot of them rappers. I see a lot of those hip hop artists, man. I'm not gonna say no names, but they look like they be wanting to get arrested, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is the oldest stunt in the
The
book,
oldest
man.
stunt. That shit is a stunt.
Couple of conscious cats did that too. You know, throw themselves into police arms
all
and
that dumb
fake
shit.
wrestle with them.
Fuck out of here, man. you come on, man. You're not getting that same treatment that them youngins gonna get in them behind them bars. You see what I'm saying? We had a dude over here. You gonna see it. They got knocked throwing a Molotov cocktail at the precinct. This dude is a Princeton educated lawyer and just threw his career away. They gave him a fed charge for that shit.
Yeah.
They gave him a federal charge for that shit, dummy. You understand what I'm saying?
I just seen that too.
Caught up in the emotion. Caught up in this whirlwind of dumb shit.
Wow.
You threw your whole life.
You got two sisters, right, that got knocked?
Huh?
I think you got two sisters that got knocked for something similar, right?
Look,
so
much shit come through, I don't know. But
yeah,
I'm saying it is all nothing but a bunch of disorganization, and without leadership giving proper instruction, the repression, the payback is going to be felt daily by a lot of individuals. That's what the rappers stay away from. That's what the actors stay away from. That's why they ain't say shit. We ain't got to name them, but all that prison reform talk and all this other, they ain't said shit yet. They kept their mouth shut. They ain't put no bread up nowhere yet. Nothing. You haven't seen it. They still ain't changed the conditions. That's what I'm saying. You know, Minnesota, they bombed the precinct. They blew the shit up.
Yeah.
Right? That's just a building. That's a structure. The police still out there. 2 days later, the police came through with the National Guard and backed them down.
I remember. I seen it.
So what did you do?
They came, the motherfucker, nothing really.
I just told my comrade this shit. I ain't seen all that mix. I ain't seen a police report with a cop with a broken bone yet.
No.
Couple of busted lips, couple of speed knives, couple of struggles. Ain't no real work get put in.
No.
So now what? Now when they regroup and come back, and the charging orders is different because 45 is talking stupid.
Right.
Calling the governors weak and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? That's because.
And now you said the charges will be federal charges, right? It's like federal. It goes up now. It's like federal charges.
It depends on what you're doing, who catches you, who has the jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because I heard somebody talking about military law. I don't really know too much about that, but somebody was saying if they bring in the military.
UCMJ, Universal Code of Military Justice, right? But before that is implemented, again, you have jurisdictions, right?
Yeah.
Everything is based on law in this country. Federal, state, local.
That's true.
Then you got municipalities. You got all this stuff. You did?
Right.
So it depends on how they want to charge you. Right? If you caught up in a riot and a federal agent is out there and he bags you, you may have a federal charge. If NYPD bag you and they charge it as something simple, then you'll go through the city. You dig what I'm saying?
The city charge, yeah.
There's no telling. There's no telling who has charge over, who has control over the area or what they deem the area. If you deem the area, right, emergency response area, and you give the feds jurisdiction over that, then everything is federal. Right.
The brother said the people came from one state to another.
Yeah, that's how they do. They do, you know, that's simple math, B. If my people in Boston need somebody hit, who they gonna call? Yo, son, come put this work in. Or somebody, you know, because nobody know me up top, up there. You see what I'm saying?
Wow, that's crazy.
So this is the same thing that they did.
They probably bring these people. I said they probably bring these people like in a bus load, right? A van.
Yeah.
Probably park miles away, and
they snuck them in, and this is how they moved. You dig? They snuck them in, and this is how they move. But if you're caught up in your emotion, if you allow your triggers to turn into your physical cues and you angry and you fight, you don't know who you with. And then if you already got a criminal mindset, you think you can get some shit, you're going to go all out.
Yeah, somebody said they do bring them in buses.
Yeah.
Somebody else said they burnt down a post office. Wow.
They did, listen, they put in, work. Work. I went to the Target on the junction. I couldn't even park. I parked in there and didn't even know that you can't even move
somebody else.
the shopping cart.
Yeah. Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Got it all boarded up. They tore Flatbush Avenue up. From one end of Flatbush Avenue to the next.
Yeah, I heard somebody told me they had it locked down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They tore Brooklyn up. Tore it up. Tore it up. But again,
it's crazy, man.
Police went home, took a shower, came back. Right?
Yeah.
Again, and this is why when they speak that language and they say it wasn't about, this ain't about George anymore. You dig what I'm saying? Because y'all just destroying property. This ain't about police doing nothing because y'all ain't do nothing to police. Y'all kicked over vans. Y'all burned up cars.
Wow. Yeah.
Y'all ain't get that real work in.
Yeah, y'all ain't really put it in. I seen one sister, I think, get out her car and run in the sneaker store and get some sneakers.
Right.
So you're right. They don't give a fuck about, it ain't about George for a lot of them. No. They just wilding out, man, at this point.
Because if it's really about George, leadership is right now in the basement somewhere, right? With the youngins, with the youth, right? With strategies.
Right.
With something. You can't just say, we gonna wild out. Right? That's not true politics. That's not true educational process of a liberator. The Panthers had a 10-point plan. This is what we want. They was denied that. So they had to get that work in.
Had to get it in, yeah.
You understand? But before they got the work in, they already showed the people that they was there for them. They became the institution, so the people didn't have to go to the doctors. They had doctors.
Yeah. Feeding the people, they had doctors,
so they didn't
the
have
clothing
to go
drives
to anywhere else. So they showed and proved that if you mess with the Panthers, we're gonna feed you, take care of you. We're gonna make sure you get to where you need to go. We was traveling with people. We took care of elders. We got rid of the crime. So we are the institutions. You don't need police. You don't need their doctors. You don't need their educators. You don't need nothing. And that's how he won the people over and was able to garner the attention that they deserve. This shit gonna cut us off in 2 minutes. You know how I do. And we
we got a good one there.
Oh yeah,
we got a good one there.
No doubt. It's been due.
Yeah, and it's good dialogue. I like when the people ask questions, they dialogue with us. This was really a good one.
Definitely. There's more to come, and I hope somebody else was recording so they can snatch it and throw it on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snatch it now, and then I'll put it on YouTube. Anybody else that want to snatch it, they could definitely snatch it up too. Put it on their network.
Definitely. And I gotta get to the book because I know there's some people's on the book over there that want to hear a little something, so I gotta holler at them.
All right, so while I'm recording this, I'm going to jump on my tablet and I'll be on the book with you.
No doubt. All peace and power. We definitely appreciate all the people, all the viewers. Listen, revolution is love inspired, man. We going to win.
Facts.
We going to win.
The sister said, how do you record? Actually, do you got a DU screener? You could get a DU screener or you go get an app. It's the screen recorder, and you record it like that.
Yep. All right, so I'm on my way to Facebook, y'all. Salute.
All right.